Hey everyone, Justin here with Spikes and Gills. In this episode, I'm going to share with you what to expect on your first ever black bear hunt.
And I guess that's what I've been thinking all along.
What am I doing?
What got me?
Hey, smash that like button for me if you could. It just helps the algorithm boost this video out further and hopefully to get more views, so we'll get more likes and comments and all that good stuff. And if you're not subscribed to my Spikes and Gills YouTube channel, why don't you go ahead and click subscribe and click that notification bell so you'll be notified of all future Spikes and Gills uploads. You don't want to miss next week's episode. So when I went on my first ever black bear hunt, it was a guided hunt. I actually got to meet Blaine Anthony, the bear whisperer, and Twyla Jean, and some of the other folks from the Hitmen TV show. And it was a great experience. Now, I actually was expecting like a really immaculate, very like just breathtaking lodge, and I actually expected a lot better food than I got, but really I had to take a step back and realize I was on a bear hunt. I was way out in the bush, somewhat place in New Brunswick, Canada, on a bear hunt. So, really, I mean, think about that. Black bear, live in the wilderness, way, way out in the bush, in the middle of nowhere. It's going to be rustic. You're going to be in the woods, in the wilderness, where there's bear. So, don't get your hopes up for like a 5-star ranch style lodge or whatever, but what it's going to be, for the most part, when you go on your guided hunt, you're going to be staying in a rustic cabin.
So the first time we got here on Sunday, we got here kind of late, so we didn't have time to take a shower. So on Monday morning, we said, well, we gotta take showers before we go out. We don't want to smell or anything like that. Take some scent-free soap, but there's no shower here. So we gotta go run and jump in the lake, maybe. Probably not a good idea, but Ryan bought this portable shower here, and we said, oh, let's fill it up in the very beginning of the morning. We'll let the sun come out and warm it up, and it should be fine. Well, guess what? The sun didn't show up, and it was a very, very cold first shower we took. So what we decided to do on the second day is we have this nice old-fashioned wood stove. Said, you know what? We'll go in, we'll start a little fire. Warm up some water. And I got some nice steamy water there, nice and warm. Don't want boiling because it says don't put boiling water in there. But we got some nice warm water. We mix it 50-50 with some cold lake water. Gives us a nice warmer shower than we were having. And a real fun thing is every time we decide to go outside, it's windy. Every day the wind's coming from one way or the other. So every time we try to take a shower, it's pretty cold. At least today the sun's out. We haven't had the sun out all week. So it's been actually not that bad with the warmer water to take the shower. Just get yourself clean or whatever. So
There will be running water and electricity and a full bathroom and great sleeping quarters. At least I had all of that on my first guided black bear hunt. Don't expect that like everywhere you go. And for some people, they actually choose to tent out or backpack into high elevations to the bear country and sleep in an outfitter's tent. And for some guided black bear hunts, that is what you'll expect, is to, maybe be on horseback or go in the back country on a four-wheeler or some type of all-terrain vehicle and get way back in the bush and backpack in higher elevations into the berry patches or into the gullies, ravines, or overlooking valleys where there's food the bear are feeding on. And some black bear hunts are that way. They're spot and stalk, and you go way out in the middle of nowhere and sit for days overlooking valleys and overlooking common feeding areas for the black bear. Now I'm sure you're watching this video because you've purchased a guided black bear hunt over bait. And now, so definitely expect, fairly decent sleeping quarters. Expect to have electricity, a place to charge your video cameras and charge your cell phone, and expect running water and shower and toilet and all that stuff. Expect to be fed. Expect to be able to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But don't expect 5-star meals. You might not have a full course meal. It might just be a meat and a veggie or stuff. That's how it was on my first ever guided black bear hunt. And actually, my lunches consisted of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, granola bars, an apple, and some water or something that all the hunters were able to take with them in their packs. And that's because the guides like to get the hunters out on the stands super early, like noontime or 1 o'clock or no later than 2 p.m. because you just never know when a black bear is going to show up to the bait. You can't pattern a black bear. And the guide will tell you right up front that there's no guarantee the black bear will show. You can't pattern them, and you can't predict Mother Nature. Inclement weather could slow the black bear activity. The bear might not come to your bait site, in high winds, driving rain, things like that. Or on super, super hot days, the black bear may stay laid up in the cool areas, bedded, and wait until nightfall to come to the bait. So you can't predict Mother Nature. You never know what the weather's going to entail. And especially when you have to book these hunts way in advance, months and months in advance. You just never know what the weather is going to be for that week that you go to a bear camp. So just go expecting a good time and expecting a good camaraderie, and definitely go expecting to network, to make new friends or to make cool, good, awesome connections with people that know other good people, and and just network and get on their good side and just, yeah. And that networking, especially if you're a YouTuber like I am, or maybe you have your own TV show and you're going on a first guided black bear hunt for your TV show. And, networking's a great thing. It could land you a new sponsorship or just lead you into the right direction for other cool guided hunts to go on. Or these other hunters that you network with just might become good friends and might invite you onto their food plots to hunt deer come deer season or anything like that. You might be able to exchange hunts. You might be able to invite them to your neck of the woods on a cool hunt, and likewise they'll return the favor and invite you to their neck of the woods on some really cool hunt. That's just one of the great things about going on guided black bear hunts is the networking and meeting really cool people. Yeah.
The dog tracker guy can legally shoot him at night.
Yeah. That's a nice bear, Chris.
What is this?
What do you say you weigh?
I would say 220 to 240 if I had to guess. Damn.
Congratulations, bud.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
And for the most part, all the guides on your guided black bear hunt are going to be decent people. They're going to be very personable and relatable, and they're going to be very professional.
I'm good. He said I'm good. He's a mumbler.
Yeah. Camera shot.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, Gerald's wife. She'll do it.
No.
Give me some.
1, 2, 3, go.
She does. Why is that?
Camera shot.
Back to you.
Yep.
Blaine, you do it.
I feel your pain right now. It's like,
Yeah, Blaine, you do it.
Your turn.
I'd have to see it like.
Let me
fresh in
stop
my mind,
recording.
I think.
Okay, done. You know, and these guides, they've been baiting black bear for many years, and they know their stuff. They know what black bear like and don't like at a bait site. Now, the guides, they'll welcome, any scents or lures or attractant scents or lures that you bring with you. Maybe a sponsor of yours gave you these lures or scents that you need to try at the bait sites. And the guides, they respect that and they understand that and they welcome that. Or maybe you spent hundreds of dollars on these scents or lures that you take with you in hopes to attract a big black bear to your site. It is your hunt. You paid for it. The guide understands that. They respect that. And they welcome any scents or attractants that you bring with you. They can't really tell you no, on using these things because you paid money for them and you paid for this hunt. It's your hunt. But do know the guides know best. They're the experienced ones, and they really know what the black bear like and don't like at their bait sites. These sites, these guides have been baiting for many years, and black bear, they live for many, many years. Black bear can live to be 15 or more years old, and they keep coming back to these bait sites year after year after year. Black bear have super memories. They remember very well. They're very smart, intelligent mammals out in the wilderness. They're one of the most intelligent mammals out there in the woods. And black bear they have the ability to reason, to be able to study a bait site, know when it's safe to come in, when it's not. Black bear will circle the bait, studying everything, testing the wind, scenting it out. On my first ever guided black bear hunt in Canada, the stands were really low. They weren't much higher than 10 feet, and the baits were super close. They weren't more than 15 yards away. And I was bow hunting, so I needed to be close to the bait to get a good shot with my bow. And so do expect that. Expect stands to be low and baits to be real close. So remain super quiet and as still as possible on your stand until the moment of truth. Don't move or make any noise until you're getting ready to shoot. The bear might hear you drawing your bow back, or the bear might catch a little bit of movement when you get ready to draw your bow back or get your rifle up to shoot that bear. The bear, for the most part, they know you're there before they even come in. And the bear, they come in having anxiety, and being all nervous, nerved up, knowing that you're there, knowing that it's not really safe, but they're super hungry. Their hunger drives them into that bait, regardless if there's a hunter there or not. They want to come into that bait, and they will come in, and they'll tolerate you being there, just knowing that food's there, and they're super hungry. That's why a lot of black bear, they'll grab a morsel of food out of the barrel and they'll book it into the bush. So they might run off 50 yards to sit and eat before they come back for another bite. And so that's when you want to get ready. If you miss your first opportunity at the bear, when the bear first comes into the bait, grabs food, runs off 25, 50 yards to eat, just know that they will come back for another morsel of food, and then that's when you'll be ready. You'll be standing in a ready position, ready to draw your bow, or you'll have your rifle up and ready position, ready to shoot at a moment's notice when that black bear comes back for more. And so that's a little bit of how black bear act or at bait sites. That bear knows you're there. Blaine Anthony, the bear whisperer with the Bear Whisperer TV show, in the Hitmen TV show. He backs this up 100%. I actually heard, he told me, you know, I shared camp with him on my first ever guided black bear hunt. Blaine Anthony of the Bear Whisperer told me that all black bear know the hunters are there. You know, they tolerate you being there, you know, because they want that food so bad. The hunger drives them in no matter what. So but definitely expect to have a great time hanging out with all the other hunters and the guides and get to know everybody and network, and you know, expect to be fed well and get good night's sleep and have lots of fun hanging out around the campfires and all that stuff. And just, yeah, bear camps, wonderful place to be. And if you're going on a spring guided black bear hunt, bring all your fishing gear. For the most part, you'll be near some lake or river or stream, some place where you could fish. So you'll get to do a little morning fishing and getting out to the bait sites early, like by 1 p.m. and getting settled in, waiting for those black bears to show to the bait. So, yeah, get all your camo. Don't forget your bow or rifle. Make sure you have enough money to tip your guide at the end of the hunt. I think that you definitely want to tip like 30% probably of what you paid for the hunt. You know, that's about what I tipped. So in your heavy duty boots, your waterproof boots, don't forget any of that. Don't forget your pack and your survival kit and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty much that's what you can expect on your first ever guided black bear hunt. And yeah, so hey, smash that like button for me if you could on your way out. It just helps the algorithm boost this video out further to get more impressions. So hopefully it'll get more views and more likes and comments and all that good stuff. Hey, and if you're not subscribed to my Spikes and Gills YouTube channel, why don't you go ahead and click subscribe and click that notification bell so you'll be notified of all future Spikes and Gills uploads. You don't want to miss next week's episode. Hey, see you next time, guys.